Hello my dear friend, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much once again for joining me. This is your host and well-wisher Satish from DivinePurpose.in, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to improve, how to increase your confidence, right? So you see friends, I have always enjoyed the company of confident people. I have always admired and liked the exuberance, the alacrity through which confident people lead their life. And frankly speaking friend, I was not a confident child. I had a lot of inhibitions and self-doubt, and I used to always wonder how on earth I can gain some confidence. I mean, I used to always ponder what are the areas I need to work on to improve my self-confidence. So in this video I'm going to share with you three such aspects, or three areas which I have worked on diligently, and I strongly believe that if you start focusing on these areas, if you start paying attention to these areas, if you start working on these areas, your self-confidence will improve, right? So let's begin. Number one area is to kill the enemy. Yeah, what do I mean by this? Self-confidence has an enemy, and one of the first steps is to conquer that enemy. Any idea, any guesses which or who this enemy is? It is fear. Yes friends, fear kills confidence. Fear just paralyzes us, and it is extremely important to face the fear and conquer it. One of my personal examples which I would like to share with you all is I had a fear of public speaking. My work involves talking to people, giving some presentation, and I was petrified by the fact that I have to walk up to the stage and give a little introduction to 10-15 people. And not that I have become a very prolific speaker today, and even today when I'm walking up to the stage, I still have some jitters. But what I've observed is that my intensity of fear has come down. And the prime reason for that is I have made a conscious effort to face my fear, you see. And I believe there are these three stages. The first stage is where you're damn scared, your feet get numb and you are literally petrified. That's the first stage, which is absolutely filled with fear. The second stage is when you start facing your fear, when you allow yourself an opportunity to keep facing your fear, you start getting comfortable with your fear. And I believe I have reached that stage. I'm a little comfortable with that fear. And the final stage is there will come a time when you will banish your fear, when you will conquer your fear. So it's extremely important, friends, to start facing your fear. I mean, I heard once in a seminar a person saying, you better get a tattoo on your forehead which says, do the thing you fear the most and you will discover a new person. And how true is that? You have to start facing fear, and yes, it requires a lot of courage. It also requires, when you start facing your fear, keep in mind that you have to face the failure. Be ready to face some failures. Be ready to face some humiliations. Be ready to get a little shameless, because these are stages which one needs to conquer to gain that confidence. So I would really suggest you all that throw yourself into the fears, get a little uncomfortable, and start dealing with those fears. Because if you're not going to deal with those fears, if you're not going to face those fears, friends, the fear is going to engulf your life, right? So that was number one. Number two is having a feeling of worthiness. My life is worthful. What do I mean by this? Friends, I strongly believe that self-confidence is linked with this understanding that I can have, or I can make some meaningful contributions in my life through my uniqueness. You see, we are all unique beings. And what do I mean by uniqueness is that I don't mean that, I'm separate, I'm different, and having this ego of, I'm different from this person, I'm separate from this person. This is not what I mean by uniqueness. What I mean by uniqueness is an understanding that I can contribute in my life through the skills, through the talents which I have. I can bring about a difference in people's life by sharing my skills, by sharing my talents. You see, that's what I mean by uniqueness. We all have these unique talents. You might be wondering, hey, where is my unique talent? Where is my special talent? I don't see, Satish, anywhere my special talent. Well, friends, you might also say that, I'm not an artist, I'm not a singer, I'm not a painter, so where is my special talent? You see, we don't need these things to make a contribution in life. Your own life story can be an inspiration. Your own lessons which you've learned, your own experiences which you have in life. We all have different experiences, we all learn different lessons. So your own life story can be a motivation to other people. Your own life story can be making a difference in other people's life. For instance, if you're somebody who has overcome a dreadful disease, you have overcome the challenges of being in that state and overcoming that dreadful disease, your story can change lives of many people who are suffering with the same dreadful disease. You see, you're getting my point, what I'm really trying to say. If you're somebody who has gone through a very bad relationship, you have had tremendous amount of problems, breakups, divorces, but then you are somebody who has overcome all these challenges and has given a new meaning to your life. And your story can inspire so many people. There are so many people today who are facing challenges in their relationships, and your story can change their lives. So you really don't need something special, talent or special skill. Your own story, your own lessons, your own experiences can be a valuable, valuable thing for people, to bring about a change in their lives. So never get into this feeling, or never let yourself drown into this feeling that my life is worthless, I am worthless. Instead of that, let's start practicing to love ourselves. Let's love ourselves. Let's accept the limitations which we have. Let's start working on them. And when we start working on them, we will discover the uniqueness which we have. And when we start discovering our uniqueness, friends, we will automatically understand the role and the contribution which we want to give, or which we are going to give in my life. You see, so that was number 2, feeling worthiness, right? Number 3 is subject knowledge. I mean, this is something which I really need not emphasize more on. We all know knowledge is power. The more knowledge I have, the more confidence automatically builds up. So it's extremely important to work on yourself. It is extremely important to upgrade your skills and start reading more about the area which you're really interested on, because it is your area of interest, the field of interest. It can be finance, it can be programming, it can be spirituality. The more you start learning about it, the more you start growing, and the more you start growing, the more you start sharing. So it's extremely important to keep abreast yourselves with all the needed material, and keep surfing things, keep yourself updated, because as I said, knowledge is power. So I believe, friends, these are the 3 areas. If you can really pay attention onto these 3 areas, one is killing the enemy, that is facing the fear. Second is having a healthy self-image for yourself. And third is the subject knowledge. So if you start working, if you start paying attention to these areas, I am absolutely sure that your confidence is only going to rise. Right, friends? Thank you so much for listening to this video. Hope this helps. And if you're seeing this video on YouTube or Facebook, head over to my website www.divinepowers.in. You can catch more videos out there. And do let me know your views in comments. I mean, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever that is. And thank you so much, friends. Take care and bye.